are having a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas to everyone, and I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I don't want this live to be sad, but I'm kind of in my feelings, and I decided to get on here and talk to my fans, those who actually listen to Queen, subscribed, comment, listen. I don't know. I just have had a lot of things on my mind today. I got up. I was trying to be cheerful just because, whether it was the holiday season or not. Hi, sweetheart. And I decided to go to Walmart to look at the Keurigs because I mentioned that I want a Keurig. As most of you know, I have put that on my Christmas list. It was on my Christmas list back in 2021, but I got rid of that Keurig because it was a mint green color. I got kind of tired of that mint green. So as most of you know, if you watched the video of this new apartment I showed you, it's gray. I kind of want to get another color in here to make it more festive than just gray or white. Anywho, went to Walmart this afternoon, and I was looking at the Keurigs, the coffee makers, and I saw a guy coming down the aisle, with the blue shirt on. I said, "Hey, where are the Keurigs? You sold out of all the Keurigs?" He said, "Oh no, we've got some on the end cap." Hello, Zenobia. Hi, sweetie. Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad to see you here. Say hello to Zenobia, everybody. She's been with the Queen for a couple of years now. So I go around out the aisle. Cap, there were some Keurigs, but they were white and gray, and they were marked down for the $35 price that I was looking for. And the thing is, I was just contemplating, do I want gray? No, my kitchen is gray. The cabinets are gray. So I'm like looking at the cabinets. The cabinets are gray, and the appliances are white. Stove, refrigerator white. The microwave's white. And I threw that black and white rug in there. I needed some color. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a third color to go with my home decor in the home period, in every room. So I don't want a gray Keurig coffee maker in there. I'm thinking about the white. I also thought about the lavender, but they didn't have lavender. I don't know if Target has it. The guy says, "Don't go to Target." The other girl says, "Don't go to Target." I was like, "Yeah, I know, that's your competitor." That's where I got the original coffee maker from 4 years ago that you all were so kind to donate to the channel. And that's what I did with some of the donation money. I bought me a coffee maker 4 years ago. Well, this year, 4 years later, Queen is trying to buy another coffee maker. I'm going to try to keep it as long as I can stand and look at it, but I can't decide on the color. So I don't know if I want to order one online. But guess what? I saw one online. It's not a Keurig. It's cheaper. It's like $31. It's a cream cup for drinking mugs, for a to-go mug. And I thought, wow, I like that idea. But it's not a Keurig. Like I told the guy in the store today, I said, what difference does it make? If it's a Keurig, not a Keurig, you can't eat the damn thing. All it's going to do is make coffee. And it's just like the Walmart one-cup coffee maker I had back last winter before I moved to that last place I was living in. Hell, a coffee maker is a coffee maker, right? You don't care. Well, some of you probably do care, but you just want it to work. So if I decide to order one online, and I just don't like ordering stuff online, many of you probably do, but I'm just not, that it has a lever, that you can pull up for coffee cups, and then you can put it down and put bigger cups, such as a to-go mug, when it sits flat. So I thought, man, that's kind of crafty. Now, Keurig, you ain't thought about that. If you have a brew, this got the little thing that comes with it, where you put your brewed coffee in, let it brew. Dang, out on a coffee maker. I got other stuff on my mind, and I didn't know if I wanted to share or not, because people on YouTube can be so brutal. But I'm gonna share. I have some things on my mind pertaining to men. I did some shorts tonight. Please check them out. I gave you all about 11 shorts from this evening, and one earlier talking about Ray J. And I'm just upset that I keep attracting the same type of man. And I don't want to get emotional during this live because I want to be cheerful, period, whether it's the holiday season or not, because God has put me in a new home, you know, a nice apartment. It's a really nice apartment. And I tell him I should be in a good mood. I should be happy. But the part of me is, as I always tell you all, you don't really know what people are going through. They could be happy today, but then they could be sad 2 hours later or sad an hour later. I'm just tired of attracting low rent men. And then, you know, some people will flip it and say, well, it must be the energy you're putting out, or you're the same. No, that's bullshit. You can't stop a person from being attracted to another human, just like animals. A bear is looking at another bear. Do you understand what I'm saying? Animals don't walk around dressed up with makeup, eyelashes, stilettos. They're animals. So a bear sees another female bear. He's trying to get his groove on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, that's not the same for us, because we may have preferences. And sometimes, anywho, I'm just disgusted at where I am at this age. I'm 54. I will be 55 January 29th. And I'm angry. I'll be honest. I'm angry with the type of men that speak to me. I'm angry that I would attempt to talk to somebody I know is not right for me. You understand what I'm saying? You know what is right for you. Doesn't matter if you listen to other people and they try to, you know, boost you up and say, oh, take a chance. The person is not right for you. You know, you don't have anything in common. Do you understand what I'm saying? And lately, the past, I'll say 6 months or so, 5 months, I've attracted men who, once again, they're street men. You understand? They don't have their lives together. They don't have their own places, their own home, apartment, condo, RV, whatever, shed, barn. Drink heavily. I'm seeing this in the men. They drink heavily. They're also using drugs. Now, when you first see them, you may not think they use drugs, but you start watching little habits and you start saying, something ain't right here. And I'm looking at myself saying, Queen, you don't use drugs and you're not a heavy drinker. You know, I don't get up drinking and going to bed drinking and drinking in the afternoon and drinking in the bathtub, drinking in the shower, got a drink to chew gum. No, Queen, don't get down like that. Even though I do have me a cup of wine because I needed it. And this little glass, this little Halloween glass, came from a neighbor who I gave my love seat to before I moved. She gave me this. She says, I want you to have something to remember me by. So I said, okay. I didn't want to keep it, you know. I don't believe in taking things from people when they need it. But she says, no, go ahead, keep it. So this is for Miss Rhonda. This is for you. I'm just displeased. I'm displeased with the universe. I'm displeased with myself because I know these men I would never be happy with. Do you understand? I know this because, as I said, when you know you don't even have the habits they have, you know it's not going to work. Then when you listen to this, the tongue, you know, if I can hear you before I see you, that's a turnoff. That's a turnoff. And then you don't have any goals. One guy months ago, he was, you know, living at the building, staying with a relative or whatever. I already knew that wasn't going to go anywhere because he was living with some woman. And then people were talking like, I think something's going on. I don't think that's his relative. In the end, it didn't matter to me. Do I look like talking to you? You staying with another woman. Do you understand? It don't look good. And it don't matter what you tell me. If you show me pictures of you two with grandmamas and grannies and all that, still don't matter. It's how it looks. Then, you know, the chitter chatter, you start seeing signs, they're doing stuff. That's not for me. Fast forward months later, another guy comes along. He's way crack cocaine and weed. Of course, I've heard of it. They call it momos. I call it ping ting. I get that from how they call it way back. The point is, I ain't into that. I don't want nobody that gets high. I don't want you getting high on anything because some experts believe that weed is the gateway to other drugs. You may agree, you may disagree. In the end, it don't fucking matter. The story is about Queen. I don't want a drug user. I don't even want you using weed because one, I don't want to smell it. And I live in a building where it's a very nice building. You know damn well weed is gonna sift its way out. And that's all you need is for one day they come in here to do whatever, maintenance man, you know, we have little inspections and things like that, come in and be like, oh, it smells like marijuana in here. What the hell am I gonna say? At that moment, a place to slough off dead skin cells, get high, smoke, watch free cable, Wi-Fi, eat out the refrigerator, get you some sex, whatever, and then you don't give a fuck if the landlord say, oh, we smell marijuana in there. What you gonna do for me? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not a homeowner. It's the blatant, excuse me, just the blatant disrespect for me, women in general, because I know a lot of women have entertained men who do smoke, and then they not smoke, and they go ahead and let them smoke. I don't like the fact that you think it's okay that you could come in my home and smoke marijuana. You're leaving trails of the whatever it is, the blunt pipers, whatever. I don't want that shit around me. And over the years, you know, when I was younger and whenever, a certain person would come around and just start rolling up them some weed. And I'm thinking, shouldn't you ask me? Is it okay? Even though I've told you 1,000 times I don't smoke and I don't smell it. That's my preference. Because one thing people don't seem to understand about marijuana, it travels with you. Okay? It don't just stay in your house. It is in your belongings. It is in the walls. It's just like cigarette smoke. It's the same damn thing. So when you walk outside that door and you get your ass in the elevator or go up and down stairs, people who smoke too, oh, that smell good. Right. Yeah, I bet it do. But you ain't been smoking, but it's company you've had come in. Or maybe you went to somebody's house or got in somebody's car or they got in your car and started smoking. See, I'm just sick of those type of men being attracted to me. Okay? And you know I have shared many stories about scenarios in life, things I've encountered, different type of men I've encountered on the date sites, just in life in general. I just cannot seem to meet a man that's on the level that I'm on. You understand what I'm saying? I want a mild-mannered man. I want a man that's not talk a lot of junk, talk crazy, curse. I don't want him to smoke cigarettes, cigars, blunt, marijuana, crack, fentanyl, meth, pop pills, heroin, fentanyl. Damn, I'm running out of names. I don't want him doing none of that. I want you talking about it. Don't want you selling it. I want you to have a job. I want you to have your own place, home, your own car. I don't want you to have a whole lot of damn children. I don't want you to have no ghetto damn drama. I don't think that's a lot to ask for. But that's not a realistic world now, is it? A lot of men, black men specifically, have a lot of drama, trauma, criminal records, stay in trouble, still want to smoke, still want to get high, got women, wives, children. I don't want none of that. I just don't want no parts of it. And that's my preference. I'm too old for this. How you doing, Zenobia? Yeah, and it's a scary feeling when you get this age. You know, you goof off when you're younger and you think you're going to live forever and you think eventually you're going to get that shiny new car and a nice house and the husband and the kids and the wah, 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 wah. Sometimes it never comes. It never comes in any of those orders. Do you understand what I'm saying? It don't come. And then you look at people that you know, you're going to school with, high school, college, wherever you went, and you're saying to yourself, they got it going on, it looks like. They got a nice car, a nice home, kids in school, doing what? And then you start looking at yourself thinking, damn, I feel like I'm behind. And I feel like that sometimes too. This is a candid share. This is probably very rare that I go deep in the belly of the beast with you all about my feelings about myself. Because you have to be careful what you share on social media because people will run with it, you understand? But the point is I'm a human. And I know there's probably somebody with similar feelings, so I'm going to go ahead and share. No, I'm not where I want to be in life, financially, scholastically. There's things I want to do. I always want to be in entertainment, TV. I'm not doing that. I free fall back in 22 when I was in Dolly Parton's movie as an extra. That was a wonderful experience, but it was grueling at the same time. But I was proud of myself. Because how many people can say they were an extra in a movie? And even though we didn't get paid a lot of money, she paid us, she fed us well. But it's an accomplishment nonetheless. So I had high hopes. And then of course, things change. You know, things happen to where you start losing focus, and I hate that. And I tell myself, oh, you should have been in Atlanta. You should have been living down there because that's the entertainment hub now. Nobody's really, you know, trying to get to New York, LA, blah, blah, blah. And then along the way, I'm hobbling along, still wanting to meet a nice guy. And I'm thinking about all these guys I've met over the years, you know, from being a young woman up until now. They're just full of shit. They don't want nothing. You're welcome, baby. They don't want nothing. You all know how I felt about Mr. Professional last year. And I thought about him today. I even thought about getting in his little DM on a date site, maybe say hello to him. Then my spirit said, why? The way he put you down back in March, fuck him. Because I do that. When I get kind of down, I start thinking about somebody who I used to talk to, whatever, and I think, oh, maybe I should give him a call, maybe I should text. This shit don't work. He don't want nothing. He was a liar. He lied about his name, his occupation, his age, and he still got a profile on a date site last time I checked with a fake name, fake age. The motherfucker saying he's 48 when he's 54. Same age as me. I'll be 55 in January. He'll be 55 in February. Put that on paper now. His birthday is days after mine. And it's like, why do you want to live like that? You, baby, you can call me anytime. You know how to call me, Zenobia. It's the line that just pisses me off. Why do you have to lie? Don't you know you get more respect from a human if you could be truthful about something? I get it when you first meet people and you're on social media, you want to be careful. You don't want to give your government name. You don't want to tell where you work. Because you don't want to have no stalkers. And I get that, but damn. My thing is, you can only be just lying like you was lying. You were lying, still lying, because you know you're not trying to meet nobody on that damn date site. You just want to fuck, and that's it. I said it. That's all he wants. That's all Mr. Professional wants. Just somebody he can get in the bed, keep pushing her along on the phone with the text. Oh, I'll call you. I'm working. I'll get off late. You know, just making. He knows eventually she gonna get tired of me. Eventually she'll move on. Go get me another one. That's exactly what happened. He finally just said, I work a lot. I'm never gonna stop working. I'm gonna work till I die. I thought, what this got to do with anything? Then he was ready to bring up my health. Well, you having health issues and you didn't want me anyway. So it don't matter about my health or not. Huh? And look at me. I'm walking, I'm moving, I'm hobbling, nowhere. I don't care what she got going on. She's mine. She is mine. I don't care if she don't feel good today. I don't care if it's something in that throat, neck. That's my child. And eventually she gonna feel better. And it might take 5 months, 6 months. And you putting her down like a rabid dog. And that's a hurtful feeling. To have feelings for somebody and they just shun you like you're nothing. You understand? Then there's the one from my past that I've talked about on this network for a couple of years. He's the same way. I don't want a relationship. I want my own dick, blah, 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 blah. Rude, cut you to shreds. If that Negro had scissors, I'd be dead. Did you hear what I said? Literally, I would be dead. Supposed to been helping me with some things, disappeared, then pop back up, then give you a few little dollars and disappeared. Then, you know, it's like crying about his problems, what he got going on. Damn, Negro, it's the same problems you always got. Legal troubles. You have legal troubles because you won't do right. And I'm telling myself, this is not what I want for myself. I'm tired of hearing about your fucking problems. Your self-made, ghetto-ass, ratchet-ass problems. And I have nobody to blame but myself because I went back into the belly of the beast by calling. How you doing? You okay? Brought all that trauma to myself 2-3 weeks ago. Then there's this other one. He ain't hit no shit. I mean, just, I'll say it, a bottom feeder. Don't want nothing. Don't got no goals. And I told him that recently in the text, well, probably yesterday. I said, you don't want nothing for yourself. You too immersed in getting involved with strangers, and you want to act like you the go-to guy to help this one do this and carry this and carry somebody groceries and all that. What about Queen? You act like you want something for yourself. You want a decent woman. Well, I'm that. But you ain't showing me nothing. And then the gist of the story is he can't do nothing for me. You know, they always say money and everything. Oh, yes, but it is. You see, you can only like a person so long, be interested so long. You can only have sex so long. You got to eat. You got to pay bills. You might want to go somewhere. And I'm the type of chick, I ain't trying to hear about what you can do for me 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now. 2 months from now. Oh, hell no. No, baby, I'm too old for that. That's a speech you give when you are young. Two young people talking and petting with each other. I'm not no young chickadee. I'm guaranteed to wake up in the morning. So I can't wait 2 months for you to do something for me. Help me with something, because guess what? The life I'm living, I got to eat and pay bills every day and live. You galloping along from pillar to post. You going wherever a door will open. What kind of life is that? Ghetto now. What do I have to do with your hobbling ass around? Come on, Queen, we'll get real now. Because you see, you were hobbling before I met you. So your hobbling don't got nothing to do with me. I ain't gonna just let you come up in here and terrorize nothing. This is mine. This was a gift from God to me. And I don't have no business letting some idiot-ass motherfucker come up in here thinking they can do what they want when they want. No, honey, this ain't no shack. This ain't no shack. And that's what you have to tell yourself about your place, about you. You ain't gonna call me when you want, deal with me when you want. give me money when you want, have relations with me when you want. I'm a human being, I'm not a robot. And I'm tired of that. Being bothered when you want, acting like you're interested, then the next minute won't answer the phone, got an excuse, can't do this, can't. Okay. Well, what black folks love to say, you do you, and I'ma do me. Hello, Jess. And that's what I have to tell myself. I'm just reliving the same drama every day, every month, every new year. It's the same game, different face. And I'm sick of it. And I tell myself, what am I putting out into the universe to deserve this nonsense? Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. You try to be courteous, respectful, and then here comes all this mouth and talking crazy and worrying about shit in the apartment that you ain't paid for, you ain't bought, and worrying about a picture on the wall, a mirror, where it's sitting. Remember I told you that months back when dude came in there worrying about the mirror was covering the utility box. Why you think I got it covered? Because I don't want to look at it. This is my place. You don't have a place and you coming in my shit. Worried about where I'm hanging a mirror or picture. Talk about what you like to eat and did you cook and what did you buy? I have to school women about that. Don't never let no man come up in your house talk about what did you cook. Your response should always be, what did you purchase for me to cook? I invited you to visit. I didn't invite you to eat. This ain't no IHOP Waffle House. See, the ridiculousness, making up a word, of it all. Where something sits in the tree over here and like this palm tree over here, that same black buzzer gonna say, oh, you must think you living outside with this palm tree in here. I said, it ain't real. Why is you worrying about a fake palm tree? It baffles me to walk in somebody's personal space and start critiquing they shit. You didn't have a place to stay. You still ain't got nothing. 2 part-time jobs and you in, why you got this over on the utility box? Why you got this plant in here? Because I want it and I bought it and it's mine. It's depressing. It's a spirit breaker. Let me tell you something. If you never learn anything from this network, listen to what I'm telling you today. Your space is your space. Your core is your core. You don't let no heathen go in either one talking shit. No, never. Don't let nobody walk up where you pay bills and critique anything. I don't care if it ain't nothing in there, but as mama was calling, a pallet on the floor. It's mine. You don't like what's in there? Then take me shopping. My daddy taught me that years ago. My dad said, don't you ever let no man come up in your place and say you need this, this, and this. You tell him, well, you don't like what's missing. Then you can gladly take me to get it. Hallelujah. Oh, she need a dining room table? Well, take her to go get it. She need a vacuum cleaner? She need a dining room table? She need a washing machine? Then what we stand here talking about it for? I'll take you where we can go get the washing machine and the dryer and the bed and the dresser, whatever the hell you think I need in here. I need some new washcloths and towels. Walmart open. Come on, Queen. And young women definitely need to hear this, especially when you start now, setting up your little place. You don't let no little knucklehead come up in there talking about where your this, where your that, where your checkbook. And I get it. Expectations. A man is hoping to walk into a nicely decorated place. Well, maybe the person was going through something. Maybe they was in a fire, a flood. Maybe the furniture was old at the last place. She wanted to get her something new, so she just moved with her basics, her bed, and a few little decorations. Offer something. Men do it all the time. Whether they wealthy, middle class, they like her, they want to spend time with her. He'll let you know, baby, I like you. What they say, you my type. What you need. I got a budget, and whatever you want, if it can fit in this budget, we goods to go. So young ladies and older women too, don't ever think, well, he said he ain't got no money and he ain't got this. He got money for that other shit he doing. Oh, because you can best believe he's spending his money somewhere. Because all men do, just like women. People spend their money on what they want. My daddy taught me that. And he also told me don't ever let a man talk about what we do behind closed doors, because you let him know, well, you were there too, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna throw it all out there today. My daddy was a shrewd man. He said, I know what a woman like. I know what she need. And she don't have to tell me nothing about what she needs, because I know when I walk up in her place what she needs. You are not going to find too many men like my daddy. God rest his soul, he gone. Because like he said, if I walk in and I see she don't have a dining room table and no chairs, there's no washing machine, there's no dryer, then I know I need to go get that. Because I like her. And I want her to have it. I know she keeps her hair done and her nails done. Then I put her money on her nightstand table for her to get her hair done and her nails done. She ain't got to ask me for no money to get her hair and nails done. I bet y'all like, what the hell? Yeah, baby, that's the type of man my daddy was. Now, he was flawed, most definitely. But when it comes to the women, he knew you like diamonds. He knew you want a diamond heart, diamond bracelet. He knew what that wife liked. He knew what the mistress liked. Yeah, I'm telling it. You don't have too many men like that. They can walk into space and be like, oh, okay, you said you need a table, you need some chairs, dining table. What size you want, how big you want it? When can we go look for it? That's what I'm looking for. That you come in my space, no matter what's in it, and you are respectful. You don't come in there cussing, hollering. You don't come in there putting your hands on me. You don't bring nobody to my place. You don't tell nobody my name and where I stay. You respect my things in my space, from the front door to the bathroom. You ain't rolling up no marijuana, no drugs, no cigarettes, no nothing. Whether I smoke, don't smoke. You respect me because I have allowed you to come in my space. You don't come up, open refrigerator doors, trying to drink up everything out my refrigerator, whether it's lemonade, Sprite, or liquor. Beer, it don't matter. It's mine. I bought it. Ask me. Like this other one. I know you got something to drink over there. It don't matter. Negro, you didn't buy it. You ain't putting a down payment on it. Don't worry about what's up in here. And see, that's how women get hoodwinked. Motherfuckers that don't want to offer nothing. We just want to come in because they already know, she got some food, she got this, she got snacks, she got some drinks, she got this. And you just come in and you act like you at the smorgasbord and you just get beside yourself. Just want to open up refrigerator doors, swinging them left and right, and it ain't but one door. And you just in and out that refrigerator like you paid for something. You ain't paid for nothing. Hello, how you doing? Respect my place. Respect my belongings. And if I say I ain't in the mood, I don't want to do nothing with you, then accept that. You can't tell me what to do with my body. You know, I'm keeping this real because somebody out there needs to hear this tonight. And then it's the holidays. Guess I get to my point. And I'm the only one. No husband, no boyfriend, no lovers, no nothing. And I'm displeased with the ones who I have been entangled with. I want more than what they're talking about. I want more than what they're talking about. I don't want no ghetto man. That is a turnoff to me. I can look at you and try to be, cordial to you, whether I like you in that way or not, but that's not the type of man I want. And I don't know why I keep attracting those type of men. They're the first ones. Ooh, how you doing? You got a man? You look nice. Oh, can I get your phone number? And I'm already seeing, like, oh, Lord, here we go. I know this ain't getting ready to go nowhere. Because they don't know how to talk. Hollering and screaming and gotta let everybody know they come off the elevator or walking up the steps. You ain't got to announce yourself when you go to somebody's house. Who raised you? I'm keeping this real. That's rude. I don't care if you're a woman. You don't run up to nobody's door hollering. I don't care if they live in a house, a trailer, apartment, condo, I don't care how it's made. You go in the building and the apartments is in the building. Keep your mouth closed. Let me in, like a wildebeest, banging on the door like you pay rent. Why you gotta let everybody know you're knocking at the door? You know what I'm saying? Just waking the dead. It's me. Well, just go get a bullhorn, why don't you? I hate that shit. Then you come in, coming in like a running ass bear. First thing I hear, what you got to drink? Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna say this, I don't care who gets offended, because I'm speaking about my own experiences with people. I have dated white men, black men, African men. I've dated all kinds. And I can tell you about the white men that I have dated. They have never come in my place asking to eat, asking for food, wanting to roll a blunt, want me to fix them something to eat, begging for liquor, nothing. Did you hear what I said? I have never had a white man ever come in my house running in there like he on motherfucking fire to get his bed on. Never. Some of the black men, begging. What you got? What you got to eat? What you got? You don't cook? You fixing something? What's this? Oh, just opening the doors. Like you at the showroom looking for your damn new refrigerator. It's sad. And naturally, this is not all black men. This ain't all white men. Because you got some white men that are bums too. All they do is motherfucking big and hop around and couch surf and jump from house to apartment. It takes all kinds. But I know what I want. And I am tired of settling. Because you all don't have nothing in common. You don't have anything to talk about. Say it, baby. You said it. Worrisome. Whoa, shut your mouth. Yes. Worrisome. Because it's always something with a man who don't have his life together. He's always in trouble with the law. He's always breaking the law. Always looking for him, the sheriff, the police department. He's violating probation. I wanted to say that to the one that I've known for 4.5 years. When are you going to settle up with everybody and grow up? When are you going to say to yourself, I am a black man who needs to get it together. I am fucked up. I need healing. Stop crying about your mama, what she did and didn't do. She didn't raise you. She didn't raise you, so some other woman adopted you. Well, then love her. You were raised by somebody who took you in. Why can't you acknowledge her? Now, she's dead. But you understand what I'm saying? You walking around here mad and shit, wanting to beat everybody up because some woman decided to give you up for adoption. She did you a favor, motherfucker. You don't get that? If you went to a place where they didn't abuse you and mistreat you, who the fuck you mad at? I get it. You want to know your mama. You want to know your daddy. Well, go look for them. What's that old saying? Seek and ye shall find, because you may not like what you find. You don't know what your mama was going through when she gave birth to you. She could have been a drug addict. She could have been on the run. She could have been mentally ill. Think. Then this other one, another fucking crybaby. Want to keep talking about what was going on in the town. Myself is like, oh, Satan, why do you keep sending these motherfuckers my way? I don't want to take care of nobody. I'm not trying to nurture nobody. I'm tired. Where is the just due for Queen? Let me cry on your shoulder. Let me share my journey from childhood to adulthood. I can't even get a chance. I can honestly say I ain't been able to tell neither man nothing about my life because they won't let you talk. And you know I can talk. I ain't got to tell shit. Because your every conversation is about childhood. Negro, you grown. You know how many people in this world who have been abused by their parents, their caretakers? And when they become grown, they have to let that shit go or it will kill them. You all want to walk around beating walls and holes in the wall and punching folks like Mike Tyson because you mad that your mama didn't want to raise you. And yeah, I said it. So what? Suck it up. You got folks who were raised by both of you. You can't walk around carrying a burden from childhood. It ain't your fault that the woman didn't raise you. You don't even know what her troubles were because you ain't never met her. Then here come this recently that I met. He knows his mom was a drug addict. whatever, living in his grandmama house. I said, what's the problem? You mad because the house wasn't left to you? You mad because she didn't raise you? You mad because she now owns the house? Then tell her that. You worried about who she gonna give the house to? Then tell her that. Free yourself. So you can stop carrying this monkey around that's clawing at your damn back. And see, these men and women too don't realize that every day you keep talking about what a motherfucker did to you as a child. You are lashing that shit out to us. And I don't want it. I got my own demons. Do you understand? Possibly why I keep attracting these low rent ass men that cannot commit, cannot be stable, don't know how to talk, don't have no manners. Now, you know, I was enamored with Mr. Professional. He was everything I aesthetically wanted in a man until months later I learned the truth that he was a liar, had a newborn baby, didn't work where he worked, that wasn't his real name, and he lied about his age and never knew where he lived. But my daddy told me, always find out where a man lives. And I will tell you, whoever you are listening, don't even waste your breath talking to a man that he will not tell you where he stayed. You can talk a little while, but at some point, you need to know where the hell he lay his head, and you need to be able to walk up in there and see that he stays there before you give up the cookie. Do you understand? Because see, people can spend nonsense about it and you all enamored with what he got downtown, but downtown is an illusion because that don't pay no bills. That can't love you like it's supposed to be loved. And that's how women get messed up, befuddled, bamboozled. It's the sex. You've seen it. You've probably experienced it as a woman. You got it so good, you're walking outside with umbrellas and rain boots on, and it's 100 fucking degrees outside. Looking for him, wondering where he at, what he doing, what time you went to lunch, what'd you eat, da-da-da. Ooh, you don't want to be that woman. I am by myself. It is Christmas time, and I'm just wanting to know, where is my better half? When am I going to meet my better half? Am I ever going to get married? Too late to have more children. Don't want any children. Don't want a cat, don't want a dog. I'll settle for a goldfish. But where is my better half? And these times when it's cheer time, Christmas carols, people gathering at people's houses, Christmas parties, functions, you like to be able to go and have somebody in your company to these events, places, things. But I don't get to have that because the people I meet, they don't give a fuck about Christmas. They don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving because they don't give a fuck about themselves. And it's sad. And it's a lonely place to be in a world when you're wanting your better half. And when they say one is the loneliest number, they meant that. Now, everybody's got his or her own journey. Some people don't want a commitment because they've been in relationships. That's what the one from 4.5 years ago, he loves to cry about. I done been through that. I lived with somebody, it didn't work out. She cheated on me. Okay, Negro, y'all ain't been together in probably almost, 6 years or so, 7 years. Why is that still a conversation? I ain't hurt you. I ain't robbed from you. I ain't took nothing from you. What are you talking about? Any man I get with, I treat them like they're a king. Do you understand? But damn, I'm not about to be no go-kart, no pushover. Because I'm a human. I'm a child of God first. Do you understand? then you're not going to use me. It's sad. And as a woman gets older, it is harder to find a mate. A man, he could be 60, 70. He still can go out here and find him a little chickadee. It is harder for us, especially a black woman, if she wants a black man. And as we get older, it gets worse. The only thing left is something so dried up you can't do it. And somebody want a sugar mama. And guess what, boo-boo? They want a sugar mama even when they're 50-something years old. I'm not getting ready to take care of you. I don't want to cook for you. I don't want to do shit. Why should I? Do something for Queen. Show me I'm worthy of your time to where you make me want to cook something for you. Think about you. Go to the mall, pick you something up nice. I'm that type of genuine person. I think of the guy, female, no matter if I'm cool with you, whether you're a man or a woman, I think of you. I think she might like that. I think he might like that. But damn, what about me? Stop coming in my peripheral expecting. You ain't bringing your true self. With the true self you bringing is fraudulent. Not worthy of my time, my spirit, my body, my money, whatever. I'm looking for a real man. He has manners. He knows how to talk. He knows how to dress. He smells good. He has proper hygiene. He ain't going from pillar to post. He ain't sleeping over here and over there. He ain't sleeping with anybody just so he have a place to stay. Looking at me like he want me to come save him. I don't want to be your savior. It's not my job. I'm not trying to be no man's mother, your caretaker, your rabbi, your priest. That's not my job. But as I sit in this new place, there's nobody here because don't nobody want nothing. Don't even say, wow, she's doing good. She got her better place. She coming up. She doing well. I think, she's worth trying to date, try to see where it can go. Hell no. It wouldn't matter right now if God blessed me with a Bentley, a Mercedes. It still would be a bum trying to tag on my ankle. I said that. Still will be a bum wanting to tag on my ankle, talk crazy, manipulate, con, bamboozle, think he gonna get the keys to ride around. You won't be chiefing in mine. We didn't learn the hard way on that. Letting somebody use my car years ago. And allegedly somebody hit and ran. Just no respect for me. And I'm kind enough to let you use my car. You somewhere where you ain't had no fucking business, all in a whole nother jurisdiction in my shit. See, these demons call themselves being hurt by the world. So then they go out here and they hurt other people. And then guess what? You end up becoming just like them. Rough around the edges, hard, snappy, bitter, angry, because you're tired of being shitted on. Do you see it's a vicious cycle? You wonder why you keep getting shitted on. And you feel like, oh, I'm a nice person. I do nice things for people. I'm a giver. The universe is cruel, baby. 6 degrees of separation. People coming in your peripheral and they came from way across the country and you're trying to figure out how in hell this food that got in my peripheral. And let me tell you about this being nice can get you caught up. And I'm a living witness. Sometimes you gotta be hard, baby, like a gangster mob figure. You don't budge. How you doing, Miss Lady? Can I get your number? Nope, I don't have a phone. You got a man? Nope, don't want to be bothered. Whether you tell the truth or you lie. I don't know where my journey is going to take me. But I was feeling, just not my best today. So I try to cheer myself up by going to Walmart, looking at the little knickknacks and this and that, being cheerful. Got my glasses tightened up at the eye center. The welcome guy, he's always cheerful, the little black guy, just trying to be cheerful. Speaking to the people in the aisles, doing what Queen always do. But then I returned back to this empty apartment, put up my things, go try to watch the football game. Tennessee lost to Vanderbilt tonight. And then I said, well, I guess I'll go live and share my thoughts with the viewing audience. I should be out on a date tonight. I should have a gentleman caller. Queen, what you doing? You want to go out? Want to go to the movies? Want to go out to eat? Have you eaten today, Queen? You hungry, Queen? What can I do for you, Queen? Miss you, Queen. So glad to talk to you, Queen. Love hearing your voice, Queen. I don't get that. Just rudeness, sharpness, arrogance, narcissism, belligerence. Thank you, Brooke. Love you too, baby. And I don't deserve that because I didn't come to you like that. But hell yeah, I can get crunk because you've seen me on this network where I will cuss you out. And I don't want to do that. And you demons out here, let me talk to you. I'm going to check out of here. You can push a good human to be just as evil as you. With your nasty ass attitude and mad at the world, as Cat Williams would say, you're banging on bacon and ain't nobody done nothing to you. You walking around here just evil for no damn reason, as if somebody else ain't had no bad journey in life, bad parents, messed up relatives, messed up kids, they messed up. Who the hell are you to try to steal my damn joy? If you got off your fucking high horse for a minute, hey, what was your life like growing up? What kind of parents did you have? Did you get along with your parents? How about this? How about this? Why don't you ask me if my mom and daddy are living? Oh yeah, that's too much like doing right. I bet y'all sitting back saying, what, Queen? Right hand, strike me down if I'm lying. How can you be in a woman's company and don't even ask her, do you have children, Queen? How many do you have? Do you two talk? Where does he live? Where's your mom? Where's your dad? Do you have brothers? Do you have sisters? Where did you grow up? How did you like living in Chicago? And the only one who I actually connected with in my 30-something years of courting men and trying to date belonged to somebody else. He was the only person who I could actually talk to in a human way. He listened. I listened to what he had to say and what his complaints were, whether they were the truth or not, because I don't know. But then he ended up being just like all the fucking rest. Couldn't just be honest. And I get it. He didn't belong to me. And I wasn't trying to make him mine because I knew he had a spouse. Do you understand? Yeah, I'm going to go deep tonight. But I thought you were my friend. And then in between that drama last fall with my so-called friend, there was Mr. Professional, who I put all my focus on, thinking he could be the one. And all he did was lie. And you know you are a trifling motherfucker when you can't even tell me your real name and you knew where I live, you had been in my home. That's a violation. You couldn't even tell me you had a baby on the way. Hey, Queen, I just want to let you know this girl I dated, she's pregnant. She's 25 years old. I'm old enough to be her daddy. Yeah, I'm saying it. And I don't care who hears this live. Choke on what I'm saying. As you should. Fuck you want with a 25-year-old. That's probably a heathen calling right there. Cheers. I'll talk to you when I'm done off this live, baby. Yo, even now when I think about it a year later, what the fuck a 50-something-year-old man doing with a 25-year-old girl? She's a girl. Then she had another child, a toddler. Then I talked to a relative a few months ago. She said, oh, I thought he was a daddy of that little girl too. I said, well, shit, I don't know. Thank you, Snow. Who knows the truth? I would like to argue with this person to say, well, no, that ain't the little girl daddy. I said, well, from my understanding, that ain't, he ain't the daddy of that little girl. Hell, I don't know. Baby hair ain't combing the pictures I saw on Facebook. Well, yeah, I'm testifying to that. I thought, why you walk around here and get them comb your baby hair? And most black folks, we grew up with our hair combed, braided, something, pressed, set on rollers. Why your baby hair on top of a damn head? Ooh, Queen don't like that. And then he all on Facebook talking about God and God blessing us to have a family and thank the Lord for my little girl. He ain't never saying both girls, so that's what made me think he only had the newborn by the chick. And I told him that when I finally confronted him, you know, the first of this year, I said, how can you talk about God when you on a date site lying about who you are? Who are you? I'm telling you, it was so devastating to know that this person had lied about the most essential things. You can't have nothing if a person will lie about their age, lie about their name, lie about where they work, talking about he was in investment banking and all that other type of shit, and he working at a fucking car dealer. I just was like, I can't tell you how sick I felt the first of this year when I discovered the truth. I was up late night watching Housewives. I believe it was Housewives of Atlanta, one of them. And I was drinking, it was late in the morning, and my spirit was moving, honey. Whoa, have mercy. The spirit was moving in the room. And it said, Queen, go to Google. Now, I'd been to Google already that October game night when UT was playing. And I thought I heard him, a friend one night at a table at a bar, asked him where he worked because he had a jacket on that had a certain car dealer name on it. Well, he had a certain type of car on it. And so the dude asked him, oh, do you work for them? And I heard him say, no. And I never forgot about that. Okay, that was October 24. So fast forward, what was that, end of January or February 25. I'm drinking, I'm in my feelings, and my spirit said, Queen, you know this man been lying to you, and you need to know the truth. about who he is. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Baby, I went into Google and I went to a certain car dealership here in Knoxville. And instead of just reading just the bio of it, I went to the entire website, which I should have done in October, but I didn't. This time I opened the whole, website up to see all the people that worked for this company. Are you following me? Scrolling, bingo card. Didn't I see his black ass? Child. I cannot tell you the sickness I felt in my stomach, in my heart, in my head. I mean, it's like the room was spinning. I looked at his picture and I was like, this Negro that lied about his name. Oh my God, baby. You know I couldn't sleep. That morning I got up, texted, something you want to tell me? I rung that motherfucking phone till he answered. And I said just what I just said. I said, is something you want to tell me? He like, what? I said, your name, and I called him by his government name. And do you know what this Negro said to me? And, whoa, Lord have mercy. Child of earth was moving. If I could have got up and went to that job, I'd be a YouTube video. This is why I always say to you, don't ever think you can't become a news story. Because all those people we talk about, that I have talked about since July of 2019, when I came to YouTube, you think they wanted to be a YouTube story? You think they wanted to be a TikTok video, a news, whatever? Hell no. But you can get there. You wild out. You say, fuck it. I'm going all in. I'm getting ready to beat somebody to the white meat. But I'm better than that. Hurt as I was, I'm still hurt to this day. I own it. I don't dwell on it like I used to, but it still hurts me to think a person would be this deceiving to me. I told him, all you had to do was just tell me the truth. I said, yeah, I went to your Facebook page too. You got a baby. You got a newborn with a 25-year-old chick. The fuck is wrong with you? All the women from here to New York to da-da-da-da-da, you couldn't go find a grown-ass woman? Oh, and let me tell him something if he ever watched this live stream. I know something else about your black ass that I just found out. When was that? September, October? Because my cousin knows some of her family folks. They Facebook friends. Somebody told me, you ain't met her in Atlanta. Queen had already said that. I told y'all that on the live stream. I said, he ain't met that girl in Atlanta. He met her when he moved here from Atlanta and probably met her on a date site, hooked up with her and got her pregnant. My family said, that girl ain't been to no motherfucking Atlanta, living, no date, no time. So guess what? Because you don't want me to call your fucking name out on this live. You ain't never met her in Atlanta. Another lie you told me. And see, that's what you got to remember about a lie. If they'll lie about one thing, they'll lie about another. Oh, I met her in Atlanta. She was living down there, and I said, well, why would she move back to Tennessee? Oh, well, you know, she got pregnant, and she wanted to be close to her mama. What? She already had a toddler. Who the fuck gonna move back to Tennessee knowing they don't pay for jobs and shit up here? Everybody know Tennessee. Get out of here with that nonsense. This grown folks album. She ain't live in Atlanta. She been here as far as I know. I said, I said, I figured that. I said, he a liar. So I ain't get ready to believe nothing he's saying about the baby mama, the little old lady in the shoe, and nobody else. Check, man. It's totally different. Baby, you could be laid up with a lie for 20, 30 years before you know all they secrets. Because my daddy was the master of secrets. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? On his deathbed, he didn't even want his wife to know he had another daughter who was younger than me. And I told my father, it's time to stop the lies. She deserves to come here and see you because you are sickly. And you need to let the chips fall where they may. Because that's not fair to her. Now see, if I was some selfish child, I'd have said, who gives a fuck? But that's my sister. Whether we got the same mama, daddy, don't matter. We are blood. And she had a right to see her father, who we learned later was dying. So imagine had she never came to the hospital, she would only been able to go to the casket and see him. It's a cruel world we in, baby. And that showed me how shrewd my daddy was. Even in him dying, he was still willing to carry the lie about his child. She didn't deserve that. So a lie to me is worse than a thief. Because when I finally told my stepmama, well, I told her when I first got to Chicago, let her know when I touched down. Sat at the dining room table. I said, it's something I need to tell you. I said, I have a sister, and I'm sure she's gonna want to see my daddy in that hospital. Why lie? It ain't my lie. I wasn't gonna keep carrying that lie. And you should expect me to. So now you see about lying, it goes deeper than just the lie itself. You want everybody to still carry your lie. And that's not fair to us. Wasn't fair to my sister, wasn't fair to that wife. And I ain't gonna even talk about how shit went down between me and her before I left Chicago. But guess what? Karma's a bitch. And it came back full circle same day my daddy died. She died a year later, same day. So it got him like a mother. I love Christmas. I had wonderful Christmases growing up in Chicago as a kid. My mother used to take me downtown Chicago shopping. And I would look in the windows at the mannequins. Back in those days, the mannequins would move. If some of you remember what city life was like back in the 70s. The mannequins would be in the windows and they'd be moving and it'd be fake snow. Oh, it's just beautiful. And Chicago is a beautiful city. And if you ever get a chance, please visit. It's a beautiful city. A lot of crime, yes, but Chicago, beautiful city, best pizza in the world. Good people do live in Chicago. And one thing about a lot of people in Chicago, they will feed you good and make sure you have a damn good time. But Christmas will always be special to me for that reason alone. Because I had wonderful Christmases as a child growing up in Chicago. My mother made sure I had everything a child could want, even though she had some very serious issues, okay? But she made sure her children didn't want for anything. And my father helped contribute when he felt like it. She called him Santa Claus. That's another story. But when I think of Christmas, I think of Chicago. And I love Christmas music, Christmas themes. I enjoyed even seeing the Christmas sweaters at Walmart. Saw 2 little cute Christmas dresses. I said, ooh, somebody might want to wear that for a Christmas party. Christmas is a nice time. And not just the decorations, of course. Snow falling, children singing, adults singing Christmas carols, gift buying, cooking food, gathering. A little baby was born. And he was born to save the world. So that's what we need to focus on. Our Lord and Savior. Because I can say, He's been mighty good to me. Even in my worst moments. And I used to think about that years ago. How am I going to end up? What place am I going to be in 40, 50 years of age? I never thought I would be in this nice place. You understand? But God knows all. His Son knows all. And He gives us the free will to think for ourselves and to navigate for ourselves. So at some point, we have to take accountability for our bullshit, okay? The things we know are not right, either by the tongue, our thoughts, things we're doing. You gotta own that. So I own engaging with these little trashy folks, not leaving well enough alone when I saw the signs that something is not right. There's deception, there are lies, manipulation. I own that. And this is why I would tell anybody, if you see the signs and you get confirmation that you're dealing with somebody who is disrespectful, honoring, narcissistic, abusive, they're lying to you, please leave them alone. You deserve better than that. You're worthy. You owe yourself more. Don't worry about what they've been through, what they're going through, because it's not your problem. Because they will be going through that bullshit had you never met them. So you don't owe them nothing. Not your time, conversation, thinking about them, worried about them, trying to fix the problems, being with them intimately. Those are God's children. And we as people have to learn that there are certain people you cannot help, that there is nothing you can do to make it right with them. Texting, screaming, hollering, bickering, chasing them, following them, crying, stomping, punching walls. They're still the same. And they will probably never change. And that's between them and God. It's not your problem. And you should not make it your problem. Make it your journey. Doing something, people who are doing something in the world, volunteer, read a good book, take a walk, go to the movies, do something for self. And know that I don't have to be in the company of negativity. That I owe myself respect. Because when you allow these people to be in your circle and they show you that they are disrespectful, they don't respect you, you're telling yourself that I'm not worthy of being respectful. That's what you're telling yourself. And I own that. And I know what loneliness can do. It gets you in these effed up situations to where you put up with BS that you know you have no business dealing with. just to say, well, I was on the phone with somebody, or I had a little bit of company, or I had a little bit of sex, or maybe they bought you something or took you out to eat, but you're not happy because you're wanting more from a person who can't give you more. That's okay, Zenobia. We do it all the time with people. Come on now. You do it with people at work, your family, and people with family is worse because you feel like you got to be obligated because you're related. No. You can't make something be that ain't. And I've learned that, and I have walked away even from family members. I'm not getting ready to beat my head up against no wall trying to make you see this and see that. And that goes for dealing with men as well. We as women have to say, I am worthy. I deserve better. I deserve better. He is not for me. This is not God's plan. And you know the signs. Because when you are steadily chasing somebody, got to keep calling and messaging, they won't answer, they won't reply. They telling you how they feel about you. I don't care if he one day wake up and he say, well, you know, I really like you, but I was scared, I was this. Negro, grow up. Grow up. You like somebody, tell him or her. You have nothing to lose. And that's something my daddy taught me too. You have nothing to lose by telling a person, hey, I like you, I'm interested. They ain't interested, he said, you keep it moving. You ain't lost nothing if they tell you they ain't interested. Okay, cool, have a nice day. But a lot of people, they fall out, lose their mind because somebody don't like them, ain't interested. You tell your, okay, you dust yourself out. Wasn't meant to be nothing. Leave it. You can either speak to him when you see him in the street, don't speak to him, that's on you. But leave it alone. And even if you had something with somebody, no matter what it was, and it ain't to your liking, you ain't getting what you need, you know you need to leave him alone. And that's where I'm at a standstill. Going back in. Not getting what I desire and what I need from the person. And really scared to talk to anybody new because I can honestly say what Mr. Professional and the other so-called friend did was just callous and cold. And I'm afraid to meet other people. I want to meet other men, you know, but I'm afraid it's going to be the same BS, that same old chase and hunt. They act like they're interested. Then when you start calling, you don't get an answer. It's taking forever to respond, forever to text back. Don't want to take you to where they live. Don't want to take you out. Don't want to do anything. Always want to come to your place. I don't want that. I don't even want a man to even say, can I come over to see you? No, you cannot. You just met me. What do you want to do over here? No, I'm serious. And a lot of women need to understand this. A man does not need to come to your home as soon as you say hello to him on the phone or text. You ain't lost nothing over here, so what do you need? Did you leave some mittens or scarf? Oh, that's right, you never been here. So what do you need to come over here for? What a man is supposed to do is say, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? You respond, and then he makes a decision if he wants to take you out. And if you decide to go out, either get in the car with him or you meet him in your own car, bus, train, whatever, end your day at that place. Don't even invite him back to your place. Do you understand? So that way you can see what he's really about. If he just wants to hook up or he's really interested in you. But yes, I've been frustrated. That's my journey. I'm tired of attracting men who don't want nothing, don't have nothing. That are rude, arrogant, just fucking ignorant. And only want to be bothered when they want to be bothered. Always big and needing something. Expecting me to be, as I said, a nursemaid, a mother, an accountant, banker. It's not my job. And I don't owe you shit. Mine is grown. I don't have any more children. I don't have no pets. I don't have no grandchildren. I don't owe anybody anything. I owe Queen. And even if I don't go on one date the month of December, that's cool. I don't meet anybody, that's cool. It is what it is. Would I like to be dating somebody? Yes. Would I like to be sharing my time with somebody these holidays? I would. Going places, taking day trips, weekends, trips, I would. But I can't make it be what it's not going to be. And I realize the people who I have met recently, they aren't people I want in that way. And I know it can't ever be anything. So that's why I hopped from trying to talk to one because he was so ignorant and loud and rude. He just made me sick to my stomach. Then this one I met recently, I don't like his attitude. I don't like his mouth because he's a street person. And he puts on a good front with all that crying and shit, wanting you to feel sorry for him and calling you ma'am and all that. But I know he don't give a fuck about me. He ain't trying to invest nothing in me because he doesn't know how to adjust. He's used to people doing for him, handing him shit. Then he gets to talking crazy, acting crazy, and then go back down to putting on that, yes ma'am, and, that acting shit. And I'd have peeped him too. And then the one from my past, the one I've known for 4.5 years. Well, he's already told me he does not want a relationship. He wants to take care of himself, get on his feet, better himself. So it is what it is. Oh, honey, the $20, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, sweetie. I won't get that Keurig fund until December. Yes, I'll give you all my cash out. If you all want to send a donation to the channel, that way, I get that directly. But we don't get the funds off of the super chats until near the 3rd week of the month. And then also YouTube takes a portion of that money. So, hello, Katina. How are you? Thank you, sweetheart. I thank you all for listening to me. And I want you to pray for me. Pray for my journey. I pray for you. I thank you all who came into this live stream. Viewers, new viewers, subscribers. Hit that like button. I'm going to try to make the best of this holiday season, even if I, continue to be by myself. I'm going to try my best to stop dialing numbers, sending text messages, because I see it's not working. I want to be in the company of somebody that I can be proud to say, this is my friend. This is my man. Okay, baby. This is somebody I am currently dating. He is a really nice guy. He's down to earth. He's friendly. He smells good. He has good hygiene. He takes a bath every fucking day. Excuse my language. Can't believe I have to say that on live. He takes a bath. He takes a shower. He washes his clothes. He knows when he smells he needs to take a bath. He's kind. He's considerate. He's thoughtful. He asks me, how am I doing? Do I need anything? Do you want that for you, Queen. Oh, I know you like this, Queen. That's what I'm looking for. He does not have to lie, steal, rob, manipulate, bamboozle to get by in the world. He's not out here using different women, lying to women, sleeping with women. He does not sleep with men. He's not a smoker. God forbid he don't have no family drama. He has a good spirit. And I definitely want him to believe in God, to be a Christian man. That's what I'm looking for. A mild-mannered man. And at this point, I don't even care what the race is, because I'm really too old to be trying to hold on to only dating a black man. God knows I've tried. It's not working. I've been on date sites, Facebook dating, to no avail. I don't actively go out looking for men, but God knows the ones I've met in passing, I should have never said nothing. I am very tired. I'm very fed up, because the first thing I say to myself is, I don't know how much time I have on top of this dirt. I am not a 20-year-old. I am not a 30-year-old. I am not a 40-year-old. It's hard to even believe I am a 50-plus-year-old black woman. I'm not guaranteed to live to be 100, to be 80, to even be 70. So I want to share my life with somebody, but I don't want no any-ass body, warm body, to say, oh, I got a man butt. No, I don't want to say that. I want to be proud of who I'm dating, who I'm slumbering with, who I set up house with, who I spend my time with. I don't want to be shamed when I go out in public. You're going to say something to embarrass yourself, embarrass me. Oh, because that's a pet peeve of Queen. You act a donkey's ass in public. Then what can I have with you? Nothing. Nothing. I want somebody, he thinks of himself. He says, I'm worthy. I like me. I'm going to take care of me, so I can be a decent human to a woman, to a queen. Because if he doesn't think well of himself, he's not going to think well of me. I hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. God is good. And I want to make sure that I let it be known that I'm very humbled at this moment. And I want to thank God for life. I want to thank God for this new place. I want to thank God for holding on, trying to keep my wits about myself. Despite everything I go through, my thought process. And I pray that one day that he will bless me with my better half. If he doesn't, then it wasn't meant to be. And I need to cut off contact with certain people because they're not going to change. And it's really sad, because they could be better human beings. They could be better black men, but they choose not to be, because they don't want anything for themselves. And that's their choice, not mine. And I don't want to carry the burden of being bothered, as somebody said in the chat, worrisome indeed. I'm too old. I'm just too damn old. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below this video. Please check out my shorts from earlier. I've got a lot of juicy shorts. Follow me on the Newsbreak app. I'm getting close to quite a few followers, almost at 1,000. And if you'd like to donate to this great network, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. Yes, I'm going to get that Keurig soon. I will show you the Keurig when I buy it. I just can't decide on which color I want. I can't decide yet, but I'm planning on purchasing it very soon. And thank you, Katina, for the Keurig fund. And thank you, Esley, for her donation towards the Keurig. Thank you all. And I'm going to finish this nice little bubbly here and get me something to eat. I think chili is going to be my dinner. And then I'm going to go in here and look at this phone and see which one of these fools have called me, because I know it's one of them. Because a lot of people don't have my phone number. I let the chips fall where they may. If you know a nice looking man, 6 feet tall, taller, got his wits about himself, he ain't got a lot of children, baby mamas, and drama, tell him he can find Queen right over here, Knoxville, Tennessee, baby. And I hope he has a job and a little money in his pocket. Hell, he could be a millionaire. His show won't bother me none. Did you hear that? He could be a millionaire. I sure won't mind. So long as he has a good spirit, I'm game. Thank you all so much for listening and letting me share this with you. Happy holidays to all of you. I'm going to focus on being humbled and having a wonderful Christmas. I'm going to change this screen on my TV. I'm going to try to put it on a Christmas theme, so that way when I come and go out of the rooms, I can see a pretty Christmas background. I'm on a channel. I think this is 1210 on Xfinity, and it shows all these beautiful sceneries around the United States, Tennessee River. So I got to find me a nice Christmas theme, to put on my living room TV, because that keeps me in a good mood when I see pretty scenery. And one day I'll go live and I will put it on the screen. I'll put up a pretty background, because I've done that before. Last Christmas, we did that. We go live and I'd have a pretty Christmas background, and we would just talk about anything that's on you all's mind. No true crime, of course. We just talk about whatever. And so that's probably what I do the next live, is put it on a Christmas scenery somewhere in America. Those videos are so beautiful. If you go into YouTube Q and just pull up Christmas scenes, oh my gosh, the videos are endless. Some have crackling fireplaces with a city backdrop and rain falling, snow falling, and it might last about 7 hours, 8 hours. Honey, when you want your Zen moment, that's my best advice for you. Turn that on your TV and just let that ambiance set your room. And I'm telling you, it'll put you in a good spirit. So now, what you laugh. But Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. Don't mind a little water in the eye. It's okay. Like they say, there's nothing wrong with shedding a tear or two. And I don't want you to think that I'm going to, do anything to myself. No, I'm not. It's just, I had a lot on my mind, and it's just, a lot of people are lonely at Christmas due to, passing of relatives, friends, not having a significant one, a bad breakup, relationship problems, and it makes people a bit gloomy. And a lot of people do unalive themselves around this time, because maybe they're loners, they don't have friends or family. And you do need to think about those people who don't have a lot of friends and family. This is probably the worst time of year, because this is the year of giving and sharing and people going to their houses and parties and things. So think about somebody that don't really get out, or they're not really vocal, they don't go to functions. Invite them over to your house. Ask them out to dinner, to the movies. Get them out. Because a lot of people retreat at Christmas time due to death and problems, sickness. And this is not the time of year that you want to be depressed. Because a little baby was born and he died for your sins. And he would not want you depressed, lonely, suicidal, homicidal. He would not want that for you. And you should want that for yourself. I was laughing because I know that's right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to have some money. Please have some money. But seriously, Jesus died for our sins. And he doesn't want us having mental problems. He don't want us walking around acting crazy, looking crazy, not taking care of our hygiene, hair. He doesn't want you like that. I don't care if you're bipolar, schizophrenic. I can't see God wanting that for his children. No. He don't want you depressed. He don't want you walking around here mad and sad. So I want you to think about that. And I'm glad Zenobia came in. She's been around a while. I feel better. I do feel better. My fear is when I cut this live off and I get up and mosey in that bedroom, if it's going to be some crazy text messages on there that's going to put me in a bad mood. But I'll let it ride. You understand what I'm saying? I'll let it ride. Thank you all so much. Love you. Talk to you guys later. And it feels good not talking about true crime and crazy stuff going on in the world because just, it's depressing. I mean, even what I'm talking about is kind of depressing, dealing with, bad attitudes and bad spirits. It's depressing too, I love you too, baby. Thank you, Zenobia. I love you too. I'm going to go get me a bite to eat. I'm going to eat some leftover chili. And I'm going to enjoy myself. Take a shower later. Then I'm going to drink me a little more wine. And then I'm going to turn on a little TV. I got to get off this reality TV. Watching them Married to Medicine. Ooh, them black women crazy. I'm trying to binge watch all the episodes that I haven't seen over the years. I'm going to tell you this and I'm out of here. Some of you need to be careful about having a camera follow you around because some stuff does not need to be on TV. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Love you. Bye. You've been listening to the Vault Excel. Thank you. Merry Christmas.